Hey guys, I got an email from Scott a couple days ago, and Scott asked me to check to see if I think he's getting scammed. But the surprising thing about this is I read his email and I sent him some questions and he replied back. I don't think he's getting scammed. I think he's a willing participant or he's renting a girlfriend. Let's read his email and see what you guys think. Hey Mike, I think I'm being scammed by my girlfriend. She's dating me, but must be lying. Like you said, to solve her problems of needing money, not being completely honest and deceitful. In 2 months, I've roughly sent her 2,000 USD. I'm in Ohio, 54, single, never married, and I've never been to the Philippines, and I can't visit until next year. She lives in Taliban, but she goes to school in Cebu at a public college. Well, when I first got that, I said, all right. He sent me her name. I looked her up on Facebook, and she's just a very beautiful young lady, 24, going to school, like he said, going to college, and her hometown is Taliban. All that's true on the Facebook. So I sent him a few questions. The first question was, how long have you guys been chatting? And this is his reply. We've been chatting for 2.5 months. Text chatting with limited, occasional video chats, maybe 13 videos, about 5 or 10 minutes each, due to minor verbal communication struggles, scheduling differences, time zone differences, and my fear, my timidness, my shyness, my insecurities, my low self-esteem, poor hygiene, and unkeptness, although she hasn't seemed to mind. I also asked, and he answered in that question, I asked him how long, are they video chatting? And he goes low volume, which is only 13 in 2.5 months. That's like once a week, maybe 1.2 times a week. I know guys who video chat with their girlfriend 13 times a day. He hasn't been with her that long, limited texting. But the thing here in the email that you have to read is his personal issues. He has low self-esteem. He has shyness issues. He has insecurities, timidness, poor hygiene, and he's unkept. I'm going to assume his house is messy or his apartment's really messy. So Scott, those are reasons not to have a girl come over to your house. They're not a reason not to video chat with the girl. She can't smell you on a video chat. She can't see the mess behind you. You can just be on a chair and just show the wall behind you. You can hide those things and get to know the girl. You need the video chat with the girl. And these issues that you have at 54 are issues that need to be addressed before you come to the Philippines. If you come to the Philippines with all these issues of being so shy, being timid, poor hygiene, you're going to be on the outs. Other expats aren't going to want to hang out with you because you're dirty and unkept. So you need to concentrate on taking care of yourself and, being the best man that you can be. And I don't know, if you have a handicap or any other kind of issues, but coming here is a big thing, coming to the Philippines, and you need to take care of some of these issues. You need to talk to her much more. You need to talk to her more. And if you think she's scamming you, you should be talking to her all the time. Now, you did send me her name, and I did look up her Facebook, and I found her. I found her name. I found girl from Tagbilaran, going to school in Cebu, 24 years old, just like you said. And she's a very beautiful girl, very beautiful girl. It says she's in a relationship, but it doesn't say with who. And it also doesn't show your picture as a friend. I don't see your name anywhere in her friends. So there's a good thing about that is I don't see any other foreigners in there as friends either. So, usually scammers in their friends, they have a lot of foreign friends. They have a lot of guys that they've talked to, made friends with online. They might not be talking to them now, but they're friends. You know, they're Facebook friends. And I don't see any there other than other Filipinos, many her own age, girls and boys. And then it looks like family members, uncles and aunts and such. So the other questions I asked them how old she was, you know, and he verified she was 24. And then I asked, you're sending her money. What did you send the money for? You know, what did you send the money for? And he gave me a list of things that he sent money for. And let's say we bought a new phone. We bought a load for the phone, $20 every month. You pay $20 for her rent per month. You bought her a mini refrigerator, $225. You paid for her water bill, $20. You paid her $100 for food for the month. College activities and projects, $150 a month. Travel to school, that was probably part of the $150. And then also the travel from Cebu to Tacloban for her mom and to visit her mom and her 10-year-old brother back and forth. That was $100. So for travel, that's all right. I think there were 2 people involved in that travel. She's enrolled in a public school, public college, and she is on their Facebook. And you sent the mom $430 for groceries. That's a lot of money for groceries over a 2-month period. I've seen worse, but it seems like you're just giving money more on an offering basis than being scammed. I think you gave a phone because somebody mentioned their phone wasn't working well or it was old, and you felt, you know, that's the big thing we all do. If guys tell me they never sent a girl a phone or load, 80% of them are lying. 20%, you know, they hold the line pretty good. But a lot of guys have sent a lot of phones here to the Philippines or bought phones here in the Philippines. When I asked who initiated asking for money, this was his answer. My question was, who asked for the money? Did she ask for the money or did you offer it? At first, I think she didn't ask for money. I offered it, my mistake. And what happened is she just got hooked on me sending her money. The same thing, I got hooked on fantasizing about her, and I was attracted to her, and every word out of her mouth was just pulling at my heartstrings. So I guess I don't know. Well, I know you did. You did first. You also say, I am horrible with relationships and managing money. She doesn't seem to do much better. I never had a steady girlfriend in my life. We are supposed to be exclusive to each other. And exclusive to each other. She's 24, young, pretty, she's in college. You're sending her money, so on Friday night she's going out with the girls, she's able to pay for the beer, she's a popular girl now. To be exclusive is going to be tough. She's going to date other guys, kids her own age. It's only a realistic thing until you get there in person, because you're just a money machine on the other side of the phone. You know, when you video chat or you talk. And if it's just chatting, who knows? She could be sitting with anybody and, you know, messaging you and having fun with her friends. I'm not saying she's cheating on you. I'm not saying she has other boyfriends. But her Facebook did say she was in a relationship and it was not with you. You've never had a girlfriend in your life. We're going back, Scott, to your initial part of your email. And this is where I get that this is more of renting a girlfriend. You know, it sounds like you have issues, personal issues that you have to fight through, and never having a girlfriend, never been married, you're horrible at relationships, you've never had a relationship. I think you're just renting a girlfriend. I think you're sending money to have someone that you can talk to, and there's nothing wrong with that. If you have been doing that all along and you have plenty of money in the bank, you're not going to starve, you're going to be able to pay your bills, that's up to you. Reel it in a little bit. Don't give so much. And there's nothing wrong with being a benefactor to somebody. A child, you know, girl or a boy going to college, you should contact the parents and tell the parents, hey, I want to pay for the schooling. And pay the school direct. Pay the school direct. Don't just keep putting money in her pocket. It just makes it too easy. And this situation where you send money so you have someone to talk to, it's like going to the carnival. And you get on this great ride and you're going around and around and the ride's over and you buy another ticket and you go around some more and the ride's over. You buy another ticket and you go around and you're happy. But then when you're out of money, you have to get off the ride and the ride's over. And that's what's going to happen here, Scott. Someday you're going to have to quit sending her money. Or when you finally do arrive, she might ghost you. And the other thing I asked in this email, and the important one of that is, since you've never been to the Philippines and you're planning for a 2-week vacation, and I understand you just got a new job in a machine shop, and I've worked machine shops all my life. Yes, you only get 2 weeks the first year if you're lucky. So you have to work a few years to get 3 or 4 weeks vacation. Scott, you need to take a leave of absence and you need to come to the Philippines to verify that this girl is who this girl is. And when I ask, what are your goals are to meet her, to establish a physical relationship, and then file for a K-1 visa to bring her back to the States. That's such a big mistake, that you're even fantasizing that. It's bad enough you're fantasizing here and you're infatuated with that young lady. You shouldn't be, and you shouldn't be fantasizing she's coming to you. She's going to finish college, and then what? She's going to find a boy her own age, and they're going to settle down, and they're going to have a relationship, and they're going to have fun, and she's going to find a job in Cebu or go overseas or whatever. I can't see how you're part of that plan at this stage. You're just sending money to be a boyfriend and to have a girlfriend. And going there, say I'm all wrong and you go there and she loves you and you love her and everything's good. You get the K-1 visa and you bring her back to the States and you have these personal issues with, hygiene and, cleanliness and shyness and being insecure and timid. Being insecure is a relationship killer, man. And here you're going to have this hot young girl living with you and you're an older guy. Say now you're going to be 56, 57 by the time she gets there. Are you going to be able to handle her when she's at work and these young guys are around her all the time? She comes home late from work one day because a couple of the girls decided to go out and have a drink. You're going to have a lot of issues, and I think all this is going down the wrong road. So I honestly believe that you're just paying to have a girlfriend online. And that's me saying that you're running a girlfriend. The worst case is you're just a willing participant. You're just giving money. You're letting her talk you into it by pulling at your heartstring, telling you a certain word. Maybe she says, I can't video chat you because my phone's broken. And you send her a phone. That's a lot of load. $20 a month for load. That's a lot of load. That's more than me and Janet use with our 4 different phones. We use about 500 pesos worth of load, which is under 10 bucks. And the $20 for rent, that's fair number. She's probably living in a boarding house, and there's, the boarding house fee is probably 4,000 to 5,000 pesos a month. There could be 4 or 5 girls staying in that boarding house, sharing the expenses of that room. 20 bucks for water, that's 20 bucks. $100 for transportation back and forth, that's all right. And then giving the family all that money for food, that's a tough one. The mini fridge, that was an oddball one because a lot of these dorms, they don't have mini fridges. You just go to the Sari store next door and get everything you need. Soda's cold, and they have ice there, ice candy and ice cubes there if you want. And to buy a refrigerator, it's going to run their electric bill up. And that's something people don't really do around. But $225, 10K, that's more than I paid for my 7 cubic foot freezer. I didn't pay that much for that. So that was pretty high. If you want to pay for a college, pay for a college. If you want to pay for education because you're a good man and you have a good heart, go ahead and do that. But fantasizing that she's going to be one day be your wife or your girlfriend back in the U.S., that's a tough one. And then the last sentence on your email to me was, I probably have to start a budget because she's no good with money and neither am I. So I need to start saving money for retirement. You're 54 years old. Retirement is 8 years away. You should be saving money for retirement with or without this girl. And how can you save money if you're giving her money? You know, the best thing you can do, if all this is true, and I'm a firm believer, a lot of these emails I get are full of BS, but if this whole email is true, that you're the man you say you are, you're a man with a good heart, but you have evil intentions. You know, you're fantasizing about a young girl, you're sending her money. Are you anticipating naked pictures? Are you anticipating acts online? All this stuff is not right. It's not good. Pornhub is free. You can see all the naked women you want and all the sex acts you want on Pornhub. You don't need to involve a young girl here in the Philippines. And the women in the Philippines, they should stop asking for money, and men in the U.S. should stop asking girls for naked pictures, and a lot of this would go away. I really worry about this situation that you're in. I hope that you turn into a benefactor. I hope you can afford all this, but it doesn't sound like it. If you need to start saving money for retirement, I don't think you have $100,000 in the bank or any large amount like that in the bank. So yes, it's a scam because maybe she's deceiving you to think that you have a chance with her. And maybe it's your scam thinking, I can pay her to be my girlfriend. Let me know how this turns out, Scott. Hey guys, leave a comment below. Let's see if we can help them out. Do you think I'm right? Do you think it is renting a girlfriend? You know, or I know he's a willing participant because he's willingly sending all this money. Do you think she's scamming him? I really don't think she's scamming him. I don't think she's scamming him. And that you'll never know until farther down the line when she goes for the big one. But it seems like she got the big one, you know, traveling for the family, traveling for her to and from school, boarding house fees, all those fall in line. Maybe they bought a mini fridge for the boarding house so the girls can, you know, when they have food left over, that it doesn't go bad. And all that is a good thing for them. But you have to decide. Only you know. You got to get on a plane, come here and find out. As Janet says, and this is the prime example of what Janet says, don't send money until you meet somebody. Me, I'm a soft touch, man. People get me for money every day I walk down the road. If I could have back all the money I gave people since 2015, I would never have to worry about nothing again. But that's not going to happen. I have a good heart, soft heart, and I'm sure you do also, Scott. So again, guys, thanks for listening to the story. Let me know what you think. Let's not beat Scott up too much, but let's see if we can help him out. Until next time.